Hello everyone, welcome back to Hero Wars Guide. I want to do a different kind of video today. This one is not based on specific game data changes, or really even any math on best bonus amounts of resources for your spending or anything like that. This video is just going to be based on my expectations of some changes that are going to be coming here. Although I guess those are still based somewhat on a little bit of math. So jumping right in, the reality so far within Hero Wars, web and Facebook at least, is that each hero has no more than 5 skins. One, of course, is the default that comes with them. We get heroes at about a pace of 3 per year. I think sometimes it's 4, but usually about 3. But we're getting about 3 new skins each month. And I have a little snippet here from the fandom page to illustrate that. There are some months, particularly in the beginning of the year, where maybe we get 6, but there are also some in the middle. I think May we didn't get any, and maybe June as well. So not 3 every single month, but roughly 36 per year. So I mentioned that there was a little bit of math, and that comes into play here. So if we're getting 36 new skins each year, but only 3 new heroes, and each hero having only 5 skins with 1 default that is preloaded, that means there's only 12 new slots for potential skins that come 4 on each of those 3 new heroes. But 36 new skins are typically added to the game each year, so that deficit is about 24, where if things continued, we'd be getting more skins, we are getting way more skins than new slots that they could possibly go in. That's been true for a long time, but there was a pretty big backlog of heroes that had well under 5 skins. And just as time has gone on, that has been filling up slowly but surely to a point where there's not a whole lot more room other than new heroes that would be coming. I think it's the Undead and Isaac, Iris Amira, new heroes basically. Fafnir, Mushy and Shroom, I believe, each have 4, and then the Fire Heralds and Julius have 3. So that's only 13 slots left, aside from the new heroes that come in, which will create a few more. But then roughly within about 6 months, something within that status quo has to change. There's just not any more room for it to continue as it has been. So then I could see that going a few different ways. And I'm sure there's more than the possibilities that came to mind just in a little bit of thinking here for myself. But I've listed out what comes to me in kind of a best case to worst case situation, which is also, I think, least likely to most likely, given the way that things seem to change in my time here. So they could simply release fewer new skins each year, filling only the new slots that are created by the new heroes. And that would be nice. Obviously, there's still millions and millions of skin stones necessary to fill all of the skins that already exist. So there's still plenty to do for all but the very biggest spenders who have played for a long time. But I'd be a little surprised if that's the way it went. They may start giving 6th and possibly more skins to the existing heroes. There are something like 60 heroes, maybe a little bit more now, so that would buy 2.5 years or something like that for things to go at the current pace. Or lastly, in the scenario that I'm least excited if it does come to pass, the mobile version of the game does have an idea called Super Skins. And I don't know a lot about it other than the name. And actually, I don't know if that's the official name or that's just slang by players. But in any case, something like that would allow the current limit of skins to be exceeded. And that could be, unlocking levels beyond 60 or some other modification to how they currently work. And these, again, I've kind of listed in the best case to worst case sorts of scenario. But if they did add something like this that exceeded the limits of the existing skins, then that could simply be unlocked by skin stones, but that wouldn't do anything to change the release schedule problem. And it would probably be too friendly to the players, allowing us to use the resources that we already have on hand They might be released kind of like the new Titan skins, where you can only get them if you pay real money for them, and maybe someday later that they will get unlocked. We've seen that, of course, for the Titan skins, but then also for things like Stellar skins or Summer skins. Maybe you can only get them with either a big emerald spend or maybe real dollar purchases in an upfront event, and then hopefully they get unlocked at some point after that. Or they could be unlocked with a new resource type, similar to what we saw with artifacts, where we have this new red level of material. Maybe it's something new that unlocks the new levels, and then the old skin stones continue to level it. Maybe it's a new resource that does all the leveling. Who knows, could go a few different ways. I included here at the bottom a screenshot from the schedule page of my site, where the upcoming event for tonight lists the hero skin task for leveling a specific hero, which of course is going to be Amira, is currently listed to go up to 350. She only has 4 skins, and each has 60 levels, so that obviously would not be possible in the current paradigm. I happen to think that they messed up and reversed the label for these two tasks, the hero skin and the hero artifact task above it. I think those are backwards, and probably applying skin levels will actually increase what's listed as the artifact task, and vice versa. But if my theory is wrong and it really is skin levels, that could only be achievable for Amira getting up to 350 if each skin could somehow be leveled up to 100, or at least 88 or whatever. We'll see in a few hours when the event goes live. Oh, by the way, I'm not doing a full event breakdown on that yet because I don't have the details on event payouts. But a little Easter egg for those of you who've gotten this far along in the video. Take a good look at the shop right away when the event goes live, because they did mess up the prices again. And unless they make a change in the next 2.5 hours, then if you missed Oracle Sensor last time around, this may be another good chance for you to get a few of them. All right, then I'll wrap up with my thoughts on how we may want to prepare based on the change that does get implemented. Hopefully we do get some kind of warning on whatever the change will be before it actually gets implemented, but there are some common themes here. So in that first scenario where they just slow the release schedule for skins, you don't really have to do anything. We'd just be able to continue spending on the most important heroes as we do today. But if they start adding 6th skins to heroes, then you may want to hold some skin stones on reserve so that you can quickly build up some of your most important heroes if they get one. But these preparations would probably be more important if it does end up going the super skin route. If they're unlocked by skin stones, just the ordinary ones we have today, then you'd want to make sure that you can unlock any super skins that are released for your main set of heroes. And if they're time locked within a special event or something, it's a little less necessary, but you might want to have some. But then if they go the route that they did with the travesty of the artifact change, they may just have a new resource type, and maybe it'll even come out of the outland chests. And the reason that that's so horrible, if that is the way that it goes, is that to some extent it invalidates all of the prior spending that you may have done at the outland. At least in the case of these red artifacts, you'd have to spend more emeralds to get the red ones than you would for all of the previous ranks combined. And so what that means is it would be, it would have been better for any player who spent a bunch of emeralds opening artifact chests before the reds were released, if they had instead waited until after the reds were out, because the resources are otherwise going to be massively out of balance. Maybe if you've been playing the game for 3 years, you've got 15 to 30 heroes that are done with artifacts through level 100, but you probably only have half of one to maybe a small handful of heroes done with red. And so similarly, if they have a whatever it is that unlocks a stronger skin or anything else really combined in with the outland chests, and if those things take longer than skins to max out, then to some extent all of the prior spending done there is at least somewhat of a waste, which is a shame because that is, of course, traditionally one of the best places to spend emeralds. So that's why I kind of hate anything that drops mixed sets of resources, and in particular when they add a new one to something that's been around and possible to spend on for a long time. It's much worse. So again, hopefully if it does go this way, we get some amount of advance notice. It's a bit of a gamble right now since we don't know what's coming, but I've kind of slowed down my spending in general, and I'll probably do that even further here in the outline just in case. Alright, so I think that covers everything that I wanted to hit in this video. A lot of speculation, of course, in this one, rather than it being based on hard data. So let me know if you guys like this sort of thing, and if you have any thoughts on other ways that skins might change based on the kind of mathematic inevitability of the current trend running out of space. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.